Hello and welcome to GoWCUS episode 11, where we're talking about everything WordCamp US. If you'd like to tweet at us or about us, the hashtag is hashtag GoWCUS. And we are 4 weeks out from WordCamp US. It is 4 weeks from today. Let's go ahead and start with intros. We'll start right on the left with Dustin.
Hey, Dustin Mesa. I'm the lead organizer here at WordCamp US, based here in Nashville, and I work for WP Engine.
Awesome. Eric?
Eric Hohenschelt. I'm head of logistics here for WordCamp US, and I work at WP Engine.
Excellent. Laura?
I am Laura Byrne-Cristiano. I am the lead of the marketing team for WordCamp US.
Excellent. And I'm Steve Zengin. I'm the founder of Zeek Interactive. I run the OC WordPress meetup. I'm also the lead organizer of WordCamp OC, and I'm on the WordCamp US team. Let's start with sponsors. Sorry, done.
That's it.
I've been warning you. I've warned you for, what, 8 weeks now? So if you didn't get your sponsorships in, I'm sorry. We are all sold out. So see you in 2018.
Exactly.
But do come, attend, get your tickets.
Yeah, so tickets are on sale still.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten your ticket, you should get on that now.
Yeah. Important update. We put that out the other day that November 10 is the key date if you want to make sure you get a badge with personalization on it, meaning your name, your Twitter handle. Get that WordCamp US t-shirt in the size that you want. To make sure that that is a guarantee to happen. November 10 is the date. We'll have badges and things after that. You can write in by hand, but like I said, to get that personalization, you want to get that ticket before November 10th.
So if you don't buy it by November 10th, you're getting an extra small.
That's right.
Possibly. You're getting a Barbie-sized shirt. Yes.
Hey, Dustin, how's that schedule coming along?
Hey, Steve, that schedule launched last week, just like I said it would. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a rampage, but yeah, it's out there. Check it out. Start planning your days. Excellent.
But today we're going to talk about the venue itself. So thank you, Eric, for coming on. I know you've been working on that. Let's talk about the venue.
Yeah, the venue, the place is huge. It's the Music City Center. It's right in downtown Nashville, right by the Bridgestone Arena where the Nashville Predators play. It's right close to the Tennessee Titans Nissan Stadium. So it's really where a lot of things are happening at there. So really cool part of downtown. The venue itself is beautiful. Like everyone knows, Nashville is about country music and live music and stuff like that. And so the venue itself is in the shape of an acoustic guitar. And so it's actually really cool when you're walking around it. Nice venue, beautiful. It's always nice and clean. So we have some pictures we wanted to show everyone of the venue.
Yeah, I'll put those up right now.
Venue's pretty new too, isn't it? I think it was Randy was saying it was built pretty recently. How recently was it built, guys? Like 2 years, 3 years old, something like that?
A few years old. Yeah, it's not more. It couldn't be more than 5, and I'd be amazed if it was 5. Yeah.
So we're talking state of the art here when it comes to everything this venue has to offer. This isn't a retrofit. This is brand new state of the art. We're talking.
Brand new from ground up. There's a Dunkin' Donuts and everything.
What?
Oh yeah.
So excellent coffee.
Yeah, and it's so new that the Lyft driver still complain about the construction that was going on there and all that kind of stuff. So they all remember all the construction that was going on. So it's pretty recent. So this is the entrance for the venue that you will be entering as an attendee. Okay. Beautiful area. Of course, we'll have some branding around there, so you know that's the entrance for you. But these pictures that we've been taking have been happening through the entire planning process of WordCamp US. So you'll see some other events in here and things like that. But overall, very beautiful venue. Doors you're seeing there. You'll be entering to like a little lobby area, which will be the next photo. Yep. Here's all the stairs for you, where we have elevators right to the left. So if there's anyone who has accessibility needs, crutches, wheelchair, you don't got to worry about the stairs or anything. We have an elevator right there for you to get down to the session rooms. And up to the right is where a registration line will be at. But once you make that left, this is what you'll be able to see. This is
Can I just pause, Eric, for a second?
Sure.
Hey, Steve, I think you're sharing it as your. Oh, now it's correct. Now I'm seeing the image up. It wasn't. It was replacing your avatar there for a second, Steve, instead of full shot. Now we're good. Yep. Keep going, Eric. Sorry, just want to make sure everybody can see it.
Yeah. So the picture up now is where all the sessions will happen. So this is where you'll see the registration tables, and then there'll be little codes to the right where all the sessions will be held at. So that'll be probably most likely where we'll be spending a lot of your time at WordCamp US.
There we go.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay.
So as you walk down this this aisle, the next photo will show you what you'll see to your left, which is like a beautiful outdoor area. Right there in downtown, there's the Omni Hotel right across the street. Here's where you can kind of, if the weather's permitting, because it might be cold in December in Nashville, but it's a really beautiful area there that really shows like the downtown area, which will be really nice to see during WordCamp US.
What is the weather like right now in Nashville?
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's like 71 and sunny. I mean, you can just kind of see.
And will it change a lot by December?
So last year on Christmas, it was 75 degrees. I went out on a boat on the lake, and we looked at so the last few years it's been right around there. But just for historical sake, we looked at the Farmer's Almanac. And the Farmer's Almanac says that on the dates of WordCamp US, it averages around 55, 56. So, you know, it's been warmer, but you plan for 50s just in case.
So we're talking sweatshirt weather at worst.
Yeah.
Said the girl who grew up her entire life in the Northeast. I mean, if you're from the deep South, you may have a difference of opinion that may be a Parker weather to you. But for me, I'm thinking that's sweatshirt weather.
If you get anything from this live stream, it is that there's actually a Farmer's Almanac in existence. I had no idea this existed. So for all you party planners out there, remember
That's
right. So this picture here is showing actually what the session room hallways look like. You see 101A to the right and going all the way down. So these are actually part of the actual session rooms we'll be using. So this is what you'll be looking for when you want to look for areas. We'll also have signage out there that'll show you like what's happening within those session rooms. And then if you look on the right-hand side, they're really small screens that say Music City. They'll also show you like what active sessions happening at that moment. So a lot of information for you to see. You can kind of get around pretty easily within the sessions area. So and it just looks awesome. Like
so we're kind of like going green in a sense to some degree in that we're able to put signage up on these electronic signs and not per se. I mean, there will certainly be some items that are up on easels and things, but these electronic boards really let us go green a little bit and give people directions to what's what.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we didn't have these, we'd have to have printed paper for every single session that happens, and we have to be switching them out. And the cool thing is like, hey, WordPress, man, cutting technology here. So like we want to make sure that like with these screens, it's automatically flipping through all like the schedules. So it'll be able to tell like, hey, it's 2:30 p.m. So here's another talk here that's supposed to be going on. So it's all real nice, helps logistically for sure. So I'm really happy about that. But cool. So that's the session area. We have 2 hallways that look just like this that are properly labeled. So just keep an eye out for those, and that's what the session room looks like. We have a picture of this because this is it's kind of showing you like the scale of what this place looks like. So you can see we have escalators to the right, we have escalators all the way to the left, and so to the right, if you go up those escalators, they'll take you up to the hallway track, which is this area here. This is where all cool stuff's happening, and I know we'll be talking about this a little bit next week. This is where sponsors will be. This is where swag's going to be. I know you guys love coffee and snacks, and so this is where coffee and snacks will be. And this
happiness bar too. I think
happiness bar. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And this doesn't really do its justice. Like if you look all the way to the right, there's like a little wall there. That's actually a soft wall that was there. That's gonna be gone. And so there's probably another quarter to half a room after that.
Wow.
And so this room is gigantic. And so this is where you'll be able to pick up all your cool swag. And if you want coffee to wake you up in the morning or coffee to wake you up between sessions, this is where you'll go and get the goods.
One of the things that I like too is that you know, this hallway track area is not like right on top of the speaker room. So I know sometimes, you know, you're in a speaker session and you're getting a little bit of that background noise coming through on the hallway track. The fact that it is up an escalator, it just like it gives a little bit better attention for when you're listening to speakers. And then you can go up there, like I said, that's where all the coffee's at. That's where sponsors, happiness bar, like swag, everything else you can think of is up there. So it definitely provides that, and it's ease of use, right? You said, Eric, it's just up an escalator and obviously an elevator too if somebody needs that for accessibility.
Yeah, it's just right there. It's not too far away. So like it's even a good little walk for if you just want to stretch your legs, get the blood moving after a session for sitting down the entire time. You can go up there, grab a quick snack, beat to the next session really quickly, but then you stretch your legs out and you're good to go. So the location of it is perfect for that kind of situation. And like you said, then this room will be noisy because there's gonna be a lot of people here, and that'll all be kind of like tuned out away from the session areas, which is good. So you can actually hear the good information.
Great.
The next one, this is the lunchroom. This is the expo hall. Now this isn't like the actual size. It's actually bigger than this. And so this was an event going on. This place is gigantic. And so there was an event going on at this time where we're getting this picture, but just show you how many people can fit in this area, and we have even more room than that. And so it will be a great place for you to, you know, network, grab a bite to eat, talk with some friends, catch up with them. And so and it's right up the stairs from the hallway track too. So it's a little bit of a walk to get there too, but get that blood flowing. It kind of separates all the noise from what's happening in the lunchroom to what's happening in the hallway track to the session. So the distance is actually pretty helpful there.
What I like too is that, and I guess Steve and Dustin, you guys have seen this going to a bunch of WordCamps. Depending on where you're at, sometimes the lunch, you know, it's like a grab and go, and then you're trying to find a park bench or a little nook and cranny somewhere, and you're like, I'm going to eat standing up today, because sometimes that's your best option. The thing of this is that guaranteed you will be able to get your lunch, a nice hot lunch, thank you very much, every day. And there is some place for you to sit. Like you don't have to pull up a piece of floor, folks. Like there will absolutely be somewhere comfortable for you to sit. And like I said, we're not just talking sandwiches, we're talking hot lunch every day. And it is, you know, if you're vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, lactose-free, whatever it is, we will feed you.
And any combination of those two. That's sort of a lot of work with it. So this room is probably the coolest room that I personally like. Whenever I go tour it, I make sure to get to be able to poke my head here. So this is going to be where State of the Word's at and Contributor Day. So it takes 3 pictures to show you how big this room is. So here's the stage for State of the Word, and the next one would be the middle area of this room. And then the third one is the back area of the room. So you can just see how large this room really is. And so that's where State of the Word will be. That's where Contributor Day is going to be. Again, this is probably the furthest from the entrance. And so State of the Word noise or Contributor Day noise won't really leak into any other rooms or things like that. And so, but overall, it's a huge room. It looks beautiful. I believe like the design they have at the top is supposed to mimic like what the inside's an acoustic guitar looks like.
I was just going to say, I was just going to ask that, because that's what it was looking like to me. That is, they are definitely on theme with this center, totally all the way through.
Like every single, like when I walk around the venue manager, every single little item there has been like meticulously designed for this whole like guitar theme, right? And so it's really interesting just to walk around the venue and see like how they try to add like little notes here for the music, or like get inspiration from guitar strings with some of the designs and stuff like that. And you'll see it in other pictures. I believe the next one, or number 12, is like an idea of how they're trying to keep like with this music theme.
Love that.
With all these little art pieces, and these switch out pretty much every 3 months. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, we'll see the same ones that are in these pictures will be in our at our WordCamp, but like starting January and February, there'll be a whole new art exhibit of these new little pieces all over the venue. And so they try to keep it the music theme. And then the next couple of pictures here are just about, go ahead.
Go back to that one. So actually, this is cool. If you look out of the window, the first thing you'll see is the Bridgestone Arena, which is where the Predators play. Really cool. But if you go to the next building behind there, that's the hotel.
I was just going to say.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I was like trying to read that. I'm like
right.
Go, wait, does that say Renaissance?
It does, just 2 blocks away.
I thought I was losing my eyesight.
That was an unintentional plug for you. I had no idea that was the hotel.
Good for you.
Got some beautiful art.
Good job, Eric. Good job.
Yeah. But this is the outside view from the top. I believe this is by State of the Word. If you look, when you walk out of State of the Word, this is what you'll see. That's the hotel across the street, and this is literally downtown. Like you can see the buildings in the back are downtown. Right to the left would be Bridgestone and the hotel that you'll be most likely staying at. And so this is like the little outdoor area that we saw before, where you saw the trees and you can see the tables in the bottom left. So you're just much higher at this point. This picture is cool because that little bright spot that's all the way to the right, it's like a glass room you can walk out to, and you're all the way at the top of the venue at this point. So this is now 5 stories tall at this point, 5 stories high. But when I was at the venue the other day. I was just telling everybody on here that I was walking there just to see what it was like, and these really cool looking guys, like suits and everything, were walking past, and I didn't want to look like I was just like playing around there, so I started like fake measuring it, really making it look like I had a reason to be there and had a clipboard so that they're, I just didn't want to look,
sketchier than usual.
So when you say this is a glass room, you mean with a glass floor?
It doesn't have a glass floor, but like the way that the glass is angled on the outside, it's angled out, and so you can kind of like look over and see down. And so it's not too high, but it is uncomfortably high. Like, like it's not like Chicago high where you're in that glass room, you're like way up there. But I was like, oh, if I fell out, I would definitely not make it. So
terrorizing word campers one person at a time.
Exactly. Yeah. And so this is also, they have a couple outdoor areas here and there that shows like the beautiful view. So all the way in the back of this photo is the Tennessee Titans Nissan Stadium. Again, here, right to the left, you can see in the left like corner, that's the Bridgestone Arena. So like that's where you're at in downtown. And so you are in the thick of it.
If you look at the building all the way on the left and all the way up, that is the famous Batman building because it looks like it's Batman's like mask. And so in the skyline, it's just iconic, the Batman building. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing to pick out. And you can also see right across the street or adjacent to the venue is a nice little park area. So if that's your thing in downtown, you see the park areas here. There's one right across the street from the venue that you can hang out, drink some coffee.
Is that like where like I said we brought up like the Broadway area and like previous hangouts? Is that like the Broadway area or is that different?
That's down the street.
That's down the street. Okay. More. Yeah, we can't see it in these pictures. Like I think Broadway would be where you see all the brick buildings at, like right past there.
Oh, gotcha. So super walkable, but just not right on top of it. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is good because you don't want to mix like the venue traffic with all Broadway traffic, right? That'd be nuts. And this last picture here was just more to show like the architecture, right? Like I love the cool like cascading staircases and then all the outdoor areas and sitting areas. So just give you kind of an idea of like what the design overall looks like. It's very, I think this would be considered like eclectic. Is this eclectic now? I don't know.
Eclectic.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but it's very guitar themed, very woodsy and very modern at the same time. So like I love walking the venue, even though it's kind of like work at that time, but it's beautiful to check it out. So I'm happy to share that with all y'all.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
The juxtaposition of the wood and the modern elements is just divine.
Yeah.
Dustin's next gig will be on the home network where
exactly.
Wow. All right.
Oh man,
Eric, thank you very much. That was awesome. Excellent. I'm really looking forward to
that. Was cool. And having been on the team for I don't even know how many months right now, I don't think I appreciated how gorgeous the State of the Word venue was. Like I just didn't look at it that carefully. I was looking at like ground plan layout, so I wasn't looking at the architectural details, and I'm like, oh, that's a really nice space. Like, yeah. So that was actually really cool to appreciate it on that level.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have even some of the back of the house elements that aren't really like public facing do still carry on that like guitar theme. Like you'll see some wood accents in the back of house stuff. So they really put in a lot of attention to detail, not only in like customer facing eyes, but even like for people that are moving furniture and those kind of things around. It's really cool to get that kind of that background venue tour.
Very nice.
All right, what are we going to talk about next week?
Oh, next week is kind of cool. We mentioned it a little bit during our time today. We were talking about the hallway track and what exactly is the hallway track? What does it mean? How do you get the biggest benefit from it? So yeah, next week we're going to cover that hallway track, which is sort of an unofficial track in of itself, but it's a big, huge gathering space, and we'll talk about what you can do there.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you all for being on. We will see you next week, and have a good weekend. 4 weeks. We are 4 weeks away.
4 more weeks. Hopefully, I have a kid next time I'm on this show. We'll crossed.
Nov 10. Get those tickets before Nov 10.
All right. See you next week.
Thanks.